Did you know that a surprising number of men fall in love with escorts, even though they know it's just business? Sounds ridiculous, right? Everyone knows it's just transactional. So, how do they end up confusing something fake for real love? And why does it almost always end in heartbreak? Let's be real. Not every man who visits an escort falls in love. The ones who do usually have something going on beneath the surface. These are men who might not feel valued or desired in their real lives. Maybe they've got low self-esteem, or they're stuck in relationships where they feel ignored, criticized, or just invisible. Some might have gone through serious heartbreak and are now looking for emotional safety, a place where they won't get rejected. And honestly, loneliness is a big part of this. When you're isolated and starved for connection, even something fake can feel real. Add all these factors together, and you've got someone who's primed to believe in a fantasy. Here's where things get interesting. These men aren't just looking for sex, they're looking for something way deeper: validation, comfort, and emotional safety. In their minds, being with an escort isn't just about physical intimacy, it's about feeling desired, appreciated, and important. Escorts know exactly how to deliver that illusion. It's their job to make men feel good, to play the part of someone who's genuinely into them, even though it's all an act. The escort fills an emotional gap, offering something they're missing in their real lives. It feels so real that they keep coming back, thinking it's more than just an act. Since they aren't getting that emotional fulfillment elsewhere, the experience becomes addictive, almost like chasing a high they can't get enough of. There's a key difference between men and women when it comes to love. Women typically need an emotional connection before they can fully enjoy sex. For men, it often works the other way around. They fall in love through sex. Physical intimacy can trigger emotional attachment in men, especially when it comes with admiration and attention. This dynamic is exactly what escorts tap into. They create an experience where the man feels constantly wanted and appreciated. And since men often equate feeling desired with being loved, it's easy for them to confuse the two. From there, it's not a big leap to forming an emotional attachment. And that's exactly why this attachment goes deeper. Because escorts don't just offer intimacy, they offer the fantasy of a perfect relationship. No fights, no emotional demands, no judgment, just pure attention and admiration. Everything feels easy, like they finally found someone who truly gets them. But here's the catch. It's not real. It's a performance designed to keep them coming back. And because it's so much easier than dealing with the ups and downs of a real relationship, it becomes addictive. Another reason men fall for escorts is the illusion of unconditional acceptance. In a real relationship, intimacy depends on emotions, timing, and effort. With an escort, it's always available. No strings, no emotional complications. This creates a false sense of being fully accepted and desired. And that constant availability makes it feel unconditional. The man believes he's found someone who truly wants him for who he is. But the truth is, it's not unconditional. It's a paid service designed to make him feel that way. A big part of why men get hooked is the fantasy. Life can be stressful, lonely, or unfulfilling, and being with an escort offers an escape from all of that. In those moments, they can forget their problems and just enjoy feeling important, wanted, and admired. And because the fantasy feels so emotionally rewarding, it starts to blur the line between what's real and what's not. It feels so good that they keep coming back, not just for the physical experience, but for emotional relief. The fantasy becomes a safe haven when real life feels overwhelming. At this point, you might be wondering, how do these guys not see that it's fake? The thing is, when your emotional needs are being met, even in a fake way, it feels real. The brain doesn't care if it's all an illusion. It just knows it feels good. When a man is constantly being desired, admired, and accepted, his emotions kick in. Even though he logically knows it's a transaction, those emotions override logic. This disconnect between what he knows and what he feels is what traps him in the delusion. Unfortunately, these relationships almost never have a happy ending. They almost always lead to heartbreak for the one falling in love. Eventually, the fantasy shatters, and the man is left facing a harsh reality. This heartbreak can happen in different ways. He runs out of money and can no longer afford to keep seeing her. She decides to move on with her life, whether by leaving the profession or starting a real relationship. He realizes she's treating other clients the same way, breaking the illusion that he was somehow special. In some cases, she may even exploit his feelings, encouraging him to keep spending in hopes of something real. No matter how it happens, the result is always the same. He's forced to confront the truth. It was never real love, just a carefully crafted act designed to make him feel good. The emotional safety and validation he depended on are gone, and he experiences it like a genuine breakup. What's left behind is a painful mix of loss, regret, and even shame for believing in something that wasn't real. In the end, it's not the escort herself they're in love with, it's how she makes them feel. Escorts are experts at creating the illusion of love, but that's all it is, an illusion. You can't buy real love, and chasing the feeling of being desired will never fill the void left by unmet emotional needs.